got a special treat for you this evening. A young man that you all know is Joe the Policeman from the What's Going Down episode of That's My Mama. I want you to put your hands together and welcome him to the stage. Big round of applause for Jackson Heights' own Mr. Randy Watson. Yes, Randy Watson. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
The South's commercial bill flamethrower. Boss Man in the band. WBOSS Boss Man Radio.
Out the corner of my eye, saw a pretty little thing approaching me. That I never seen a man who looks
live from Studio C. Two guys who ask, wonder what they're doing in T-Town right now. Not this. It's South Alabama's #1 podcast, Drive Time with DJ and KJ.
Good Thursday morning, and welcome to Drive Time, brought to you by Jim Peach Motors and Peach Chevrolet. Good morning, Becky Whitfield, Miss Carol Glidden. Good morning, and thank you. A lot of satisfied customers in here this morning having the Conecuh sausage and cheese cornbread fresh out of the oven, and it is on point, to say the least. Thank you for that, Miss Carol. Good morning, Hot Rod. Tip Wagner, good morning to you. Mary Blair. Jason Tiepo, good morning. Out in Arkansas there with the 13-year All-Star team getting ready to play in the Southwest Regionals. Their first game tomorrow. They get a bye in the opening round. Look forward to following them. So good morning to you, Jason. Wish the guys good luck from us here at Drive Time. Good morning, Margaret Smith. Cotton, good morning, Perry. Tracy Steele, good morning to you. Miss Gail, good morning. Keith Lisenby. Trevor Youngblood, good morning. Yes, it has been a minute. Glad to see you back in. Jennifer Smith, Ron Kennedy, Lewis Highnote. Jesse James, good morning, Jesse James. Susie Bush, Tracy Miller, Jeff Booker, Jerry Wilson, Terry Hardy. Good morning, Tara. Raj is in. Good morning, Raj. Adam Manasco, good morning to you. And good morning, Kenwood.
Good morning, DJ. We got a big show on tap this morning, and looked like some cheesy sausage cornbread over there on tap this morning.
Tell you what, I've already had one piece, looking at number 2, and hopefully it'll be enough for number 3 before we get out of here this morning.
I can't help but tell this story. What time was it you got up and made cheese toast this morning?
3:30. You know, you get that taste for it, you just got to go get it.
You could not. I know how it is. How many times have you been up that time and had to have a Pop-Tart?
It's been a while.
I'm trying to think of the last time I've been up at 3:30 in the morning. It's I don't know. I can take that back. I stay up late, so. But you're not. You're not. You're a morning person.
I like to get up and get going, but 3:30 is a little early.
Yeah. So you stayed on up. I take it.
Yeah.
It's kind of tough for you. I mean, because you normally get up about what, 5 o'clock or so.
About 5.
So it'd probably be tough for you to go back to bed at 3:30, 3:45. Man, that's why I'm not a morning person. You know, because you think about it, if you happen to just wake up for whatever reason at 3:30 in the morning, want some cheese toast and go in there and make some, and then you can't go in there and go back to bed, I'm by about 12, 1 o'clock that afternoon, I'm done.
Well, you know, when you rack down at 7:30 or 8, and then
you go to bed with the chickens, you get up with the chickens.
That's it. Yeah.
Well, okay. I mean, that makes a lot of sense. Yeah. So anyway, thank you, Miss Carol, for the cornbread. I thought one time we weren't going to get any more of it, but that stuff right there, DJ, he kind of guards it like it's Well,
she gave it to me. So I'm the holder of the cornbread, but I have shared.
Speaking of that, David Maddox told me he dropped off something over there to you one day that you were supposed to give to me as well. And that delivery never got made.
He did, and it was and there was a little problem with that. I ate my piece before you showed. Before you got the Ford store, and I didn't have a napkin to cover it up. It was just looking at me.
He told me, he said, I doubt your delivery will get made. He did say that.
I'm going to tell you something. Of course, we've have benefited several different times from goodies made locally in Nona, I think, with that one up. And it was a cheesecake. It was a little different than some of the others that we've had, but it was, I'm sorry.
Well,
it was outstanding.
He told me I was going to be upset that I didn't get any of it because it was outstanding. And I said, if you left it with DJ, I can promise you it probably will not make it to KJ. But no worries. No worries. We're good on all that. So
if it makes any difference, I really wanted you to have it, but it just it just didn't work out.
It means the world to me.
I wanted you to have it, but it just
things just didn't get worked out. I think a bunch more people have jumped in, DJ. I don't know where you left off at. Tara Hart, I see Raj Palmer's in, Brenda Kern, Chef Adam. Good morning, Chef Adam. Danielle Griffin, Gina Hooks, Wendy Williamson. Good morning, Wendy. Diane Ward, Keith Jordan, Brianne Bryant. Good morning, Brianne. Kay Luttrell, Diane McCracken. Good morning, Miss Diane. Elisa Hart, Carmen Riles, Sherry Weaver. Good morning, OG. Brooke Glass in, David Herndon, Kathy Tolan, Nick Green, Rocky Birch, Mother. Good morning, Mother. Michael Robinson, Mark the Sharks in, Father Ted. Good morning, Ted.
Good morning, Daddy.
Denise Finley, Christy Miller, Jacqueline Rudolph, Tiffany White, Jessica Smith. Man, that's a bunch of them. Jenny Carter, Derek Bragg. Good morning, Derek. Out there in the logging woods. Ron McDaniel, Talisha Robinson, LaShonda Watson. Good morning, Life Changer. Elizabeth Bush, Ashley Morris, Elizabeth Crosby, Karen Weaver, Terry Thomas McCormick. Good morning, cousin. Man, there's a bunch of them jumped in there, so that's hard to get through some mornings.
Yeah, it is.
But
glad to have everybody in.
Yeah, we are. We also have a treat here this morning for not just the cornbread, but we have two of the, I guess, cast members.
Chitty Chitty Bang Bang.
One of my most favorite movies. Is that car really neat? Has the car made it? Stephen was telling us he was going to have. Speaking of Stephen, we need to
thoughts and prayers out to his Beth's mother passed away, I think, late last night, this morning, and they are getting some preparations made, so he's going to be unable to be with us here today. He does have two of his cast members here, Michael Talon and Courtney Ladner. We'll go ahead and bring them up and get them in the driver's seat.
I want to hear about this car because Stephen was telling me about the car, and I was just amazed at some of the things he was telling me that the car would do and all this kind of thing. So now these mics are kind of don't be scared of them. You kind of have to eat them. They're kind of real directional. So and I'm not joking when I say that. Let me get them turned up here. So let's see.
And remember, community water. Help yourself if you get palate gets a little dry. We have more snacks here, so just help yourself.
Thank you so much for your hospitality already. The cornbread, the water. We've really been.
Hey, we roll out the red carpet here at Drive Time. I can tell you what.
We aim to please.
Go big or go home.
Let's see. All right, so tell us about the car. That's the one thing that I want to know. I mean, is there somebody operating that thing? Is a remote control? Like, how does all that work?
I think there's more than one somebody operating it.
It's a lot of teamwork.
Is it really? So it takes several people to operate the car.
Yeah.
Of course, yeah. And I spend the entire show wanting the car and never getting the car. But it is. It's pretty impressive.
The cool thing about that car, of course, from the movie is when you're a kid watching that movie, you think, well, all cars will do that. and of course, you find out later they don't, especially when you get in the car with your mom or dad the next day and say, well, why can't you push this button and make this happen?
Just driving
why can't our car fly?
Yeah, right.
Get it float.
Right. But I thought what was awesome is Stephen said that that car, different theater companies and things can get that car to use for this particular production. And he said, I think he said it was coming from, you tell me, Pennsylvania?
Richmond, Virginia.
Virginia, that's right.
Yeah, and it's the farthest that company has rented that car. And he drove it down here, and we set it up last weekend. And
you mean he didn't fly it?
No.
Sail it?
No.
That magic is just for the stage.
He just bring it down the old mighty Mississippi.
Yeah, I would have thought. I would have thought he would have flown.
He wanted
the
to
thing.
fly, but he couldn't fit all the cargo in there. So.
I just got an email from Gucci that said, "What are the best days for car shopping?"
The best days for car shopping?
Yeah, from Gucci.
Is there a bad one?
Every day.
Every day
is a great day. Y'all
My dad
know
always
Gucci,
said it was the last day of the month. So
well, Gucci's a friend of ours, and every morning this time, for some reason, it seems like I get emails from Gucci, and those subjects are great. But so, really, how many people does it take to work the car? I mean,
I think that there's one person working the controls that actually make it move up and down and to the side and fly, and then varying amounts of 1 to 5 people who are actually making the car move and
there's a whole
operate.
process to getting the car in motion and keeping it running smoothly. And
So it's a pretty big car. I think it's 15 feet.
Yeah, it's huge.
And it's pretty tall. And so, but it moves it moves like it's light. I think it weighs close to 3,000 pounds.
Wow.
But
now how do you, and I'm maybe an idiot here. How do you get that thing in there? Are the doors big enough to swing open over there to get that car? I mean,
there's a cargo door.
Oh, like a garage door. I got you.
Yeah, and it came off came down in a Penske truck and got into a tow truck, a lift truck.
Yeah,
and then transferred onto the stage. So.
Yeah, well, I mean so. How many people did it take to get the car off? I mean, is this something that takes 10 people to do? I mean, or
surprisingly, it took, I think, about 4 or 5 of us, including the professional lift truck operator. So
it does have a motor in it. I mean, the car doesn't crank up and run.
No,
okay,
unfortunately. Those are instances that have to be use the imagination and creative lighting and
right. Well, I didn't know. I didn't know if certain productions or whatever, they probably do have some of those cars that have that kind of. I didn't know if it was, when you say it takes that many people to operate some of the things that the car does. I didn't know if that was something that they had, like a remote control car or planes or whatever, these things set up all over them to work different things. But you're saying there's people doing all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, it's all man powered and
so you got to be ready for your cue.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah. You miss one of those.
You got to give the right lines.
Yeah, I was gonna say you miss that line or miss that cue, and the whole thing's blown right there. Yeah.
It's the magic of theater.
Let's talk about the performances itself. Open tonight.
Yep.
Yes.
Here at the Junior College in Alco, curtains open at 7.
Yep.
And then of course there'll be another follow-up performance tomorrow night and Saturday night, and we'll close it out with a matinee on Sunday.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Tickets are $12. You can buy them at the gate. Need to get there early. Make sure you get a good seat. The cast is how many in numbers?
I think 45.
Yeah.
45, many of which are local. And of course, I'm certainly excited to have you guys here and look forward to watching your talents on the stage and throughout the performance. I'll be there tonight. Right. I'll be the guy with the tomatoes and the lettuce. Just in case, please. Sorry.
That's to her.
I'm the real troublemaker.
No. I'm a big fan of what we have going here with the community theater. I've seen a couple of performances and have been blown away. For a lot of reasons. One, I have no talent when it comes to things like that, so I am impressed. But I can also see that we have a lot of folks here who are just better than average, in my personal opinion. We talked about Mac Baxter earlier.
Oh, yeah.
He's not the only one, but he is one of the ones that's going to be in the cast and has a nice role in it. And to be I think he's 15, 16 years old, whatever he is, he impresses me. And I guess what I'd like to hear you guys speak to a little bit, not knowing him like we do. And of course, you guys being polished actors and actresses, what are your opinions of Mac and some of our young folks that we have here?
I just can't say enough good about the young adults and the children that we're working with. First of all, I don't know what's in the water here in Bruton, but the level of talent that the families, that the children in your community have is just incredible. And I think that that's only matched with their level of dedication. So Mac and his partner, they're two little henchmen. Hannah Mallory plays opposite him in that role. And the two of them are, one, just electric on stage. They're having a blast, and they're doing so much behind the scenes also to help us get ready, and to, you know, anything that needs to be done. The young adults who are helping with this, they're hands-on, they're ready, and they're dedicated, and it's really just amazing to see.
This has been an 8-week process from auditions to opening night. Is that correct?
Yes.
8 weeks. Yep.
And what is your role? What are you going to be playing?
I play opposite of Courtney as Baron Bombburst, and she plays my wife on stage. And if you know from the movie, they're live in this kingdom that is banned children, and all he wants is that car to win his race and his new toy.
Okay.
To have. So he's really just not a very good hero in the show. He is pretty much the villain in the show.
Yeah.
Well, you know, and speaking of that, you know, we all grew up with the horror movies. You know, Jason from Friday the 13th, Freddy Krueger from Nightmare on Elm Street, whatever it was. And I'm gonna tell you something. That guy, he's always just kind of creeped me out a little bit.
Yeah,
like, I'm really not looking forward to seeing that character tonight, because bad dreams usually follow after being around him. I mean, take a break.
I think if you're a fan of the movie, you'll see a bit of a different dynamic between the Baron and the Baroness.
Okay.
It's more
in the movie it's love-hate. And in our retelling on the stage it's mostly love. But yes, we do bring in the child catcher who will
the child catcher
make you uncomfortable.
Yeah. Who's playing the child catcher? Do we know?
Her name is Kaylee, and I, for the life of me, can't remember her last name. But she was in
she's in
To Kill a Mockingbird and Monroe with Steven, and she is amazing. And
so it's just bad dreams tonight for some folks.
Absolutely.
Is what I'm not gonna lie to you. That was. I kind of wanted to shy away from talking about some of that stuff. Just yeah, I mean, you know, I remember that back in the growing up.
She does a fantastic job, and she creeps me out when we're on stage together. But it makes it really easy to be afraid of her on stage.
I mean, it's just not real fun to. I mean, don't get me wrong. Like I said, love that movie, and I'm sure it'll be great. But some of that stuff will make you. Like I said, when you're a kid, especially, you know, you get scarred.
I didn't.
The child catcher. I mean,
I didn't like horror movies growing up, but sometimes the least nice and mean characters are the most fun to play on stage.
Oh yeah.
They're kind of just meaty and just I love getting.
Well, I wonder if it's like. And I'm not an actor by any stretch, but I wonder if it's like you get to kind of see a side or bring a side of you out that maybe you wouldn't normally be able to bring out.
Absolutely.
To play a character like that.
Yeah, I mean, one of the things that theater education teaches us is empathy and being able to recognize where all kinds of people come from. And even the bad ones have something redeemable, and you have to find that to play it. So.
Everybody had a mama.
Yeah.
I'll tell you something else that's neat about this, and I saw it, you know, with the last production they had. A lot of families get involved in this, you know, whether it's siblings or sometimes parents and their children. The Madisons, I think, are all in it.
Yes.
Heath and Luana and their two children. Emma, and I can't remember the... in there, don't they have a son also, Ken?
They do. And
he's in it as well.
He's not
in it.
Yeah.
Okay. But they all hang out and they all come.
Very supportive.
Yeah.
That's a pretty cool deal. You know, like,
oh yeah.
My family couldn't do that because we don't have that. We could do Kramer versus Kramer. Me and my wife.
My twin brother and I could do the Odd Couple.
Steve, if you want to put that together, Heather and I can get.
Good Lord.
Yeah, there are a lot of families that have really just given up so much of their time. Another one I have to bring up is the Halsey family. Our sets, everything. Once you see it, you'll be able to see just everything they've been pouring their heart and souls into for this wonderful story. And one of the things I love about this story is it is about family.
Yeah.
And it's about accepting people into your family who are brand new, but and taking things that are junk and turning them into something beautiful.
Yeah.
So what time tonight does the production start? And I think it's tonight, tomorrow night, Saturday night, and is there a Sunday?
Too. Yeah. I think the lobby opens at 6, so tickets start going on sale at 6. The auditorium opens at 6:30, so you can pick your seats, the best ones. And then the show starts at 7. And then on Sunday it's 1:30, and then show at 2.
And tickets are $12 for ages 2 and up.
2 and up. I'll be there. What is and how long does the play last roughly?
It's about 2.5 hours with an intermission.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how long is the intermission? 15, 20 minutes? I mean, is that when you're like changing scenes or what have you?
Yeah, and changing scenes, and you get up and stretch your legs.
Sure. And I think I want to share this before we transition out of it. And I think I'm right. In community theater projects like this, one of the things I noticed at the last production, when the curtain would close, there'd still be a scene going on the stage, but you'd see feet everywhere in the back getting set for the next scene when the curtains would open. That's you guys as well. Am I correct in that the cast members do help move some things around from time? I mean, it's not a stage crew. It's you do a little bit of everything.
Yeah, and we do have a few people helping. I think right now the number is 4 who are not on stage, but they are helping make things efficient behind the scenes and helping keep things orderly.
Well, I saw 24 pairs of feet under the curtain moving things. I said,
there was a lot of help.
There's a lot of work going on behind that curtain when there's a scene going on in front
I would think that would be kind of neat though. Like over 8 weeks, you get to know these people on a little different level because you have so many different things that you're responsible for or have to do to make the production come off. And is it a little bittersweet at the end? You know, when you have the last performance and then these people that you've spent so much time with, practicing and getting ready, then all of a sudden you kind of go your own way. But that would be a little bittersweet, I would think.
It is. And I think especially when you're in the context of like doing these summer musicals, working with these children who last year I was able to be involved in Willy Wonka.
Yeah.
And
great.
so coming back this year and working with Mac again, who played Augustus Gloop. So we were, thick as thieves that whole process. But coming back and just seeing how much he's changed in a year, he's grown, and with all the kids too.
Yeah.
So it's bittersweet, but it's also exciting to see. I wonder how they're going to grow. I wonder what's going to change before we all join together again to make a wonderful story.
Well, I know we're all looking forward to it. I think that Bruton and the surrounding area will turn out, and each performance will be well attended. Like I said, I'm going tonight. I'm looking forward to it, and wish both. What do you say? Break a leg? Is that
break a leg? Yeah.
Break a leg. Everybody breaks a leg.
Thank y'all for stopping by.
Thank you so much for having us.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
And if you want to get a go plate,
I
might take one too.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
it'll be the best thing you have today. I promise you.
Thank you.
Very good.
All right, so we don't cut anything out. We can, we're just so informal. We're just like
we'll make ourselves scarce.
We don't have a curtain to drop, so we probably need one.
No stage hands.
Yeah.
Stephen may want this back as well. I think I'm assuming. Hey, get you. Yeah, absolutely. Good luck tonight.
Thank
y'all
so
much for coming. We'll see y'all.
All right, so let's get reset here where I can see what I'm.
See y'all.
Thank y'all.
I really wasn't expecting them to take me up on the extra piece of cornbread. My God, almighty.
I can't believe, I was about to say, I can't believe you just gave that away, man. What's wrong with you? Did you have some sort of concussion hit you last night or something?
Tell you what.
Make you,
outside of my mind.
Made you get crazy?
That's going to be a good play. I am looking forward to watching that. And we didn't get to even mention Harrington Hobbs. So many of our young people, Bo Ramback and his sister, Kate's in it as well. I think they said, 46, 47 cast members, the majority of which are from right here. So if you haven't made plans for the next couple of nights, let some of it be to go watch Chitty Chitty Bang Bang here in the auditorium at the junior college. Tickets $12. Gates open. Tickets go on sale at 6. Curtain opens at 7.
Yeah, somebody just said that gun. We forgot.
God, dog, we got to get them signed the board. We sure did.
We gotta make a reminder. I tell you what we need to do. We need to put a sign above that door that said, "Did you sign the board?"
That's terrible.
That'll be all right. I mean, we'll get them back. Maybe.
Good morning, Kate.
So, Hazel, good morning, Hayes. All right, so now let's get into the meat and potatoes of the deal here. And let's talk about a few things. Number one, I hope everybody called MediaCom yesterday and thanked them for such wonderful service and customer service, and the way they handle their business is just so, I tell you, I'm just ready to give them the customer service award of the year. Okay, I don't know what's happening right here. Here we go. All right, shut up. There we go. Plug that in. That'll help being plugged in. Trying to get all this situated. When you got a bunch of people in here, things kind of get changed.
No, Miss Carol. No. I can't make this. I do what I can do, and I went with the cheese toast.
How about Kate McDaniel says she's headed your way today?
All right. That's great.
What was that?
Take your time. Don't get in the next hour or so, Kate.
Oh, Carol said her cornbread has been replaced by cheese toast.
It has not.
No, that was cheese toast at 3:30 in the morning. That's different, Miss Carol. That is completely different. So, Hayes said we look clear and hungry. Well,
what? This stuff is delicious.
Yeah. Happy belated birthday to Shelly Riley.
Happy birthday.
Yesterday was her birthday. We missed it because of circumstances beyond our control.
Yep.
That we couldn't help. So, but we're here this morning and we're going to say, hold on, let me make sure I got this right. We're going to say,
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday to you, Shelly.
Let me tell you what happened to me last night.
Okay.
I've mentioned here before, one of my pet peeves is four-way stops. It's not a place to be courteous. It's a place where you have to do your job. It's the only way it'll work. First one there is the first one to leave. And it goes around the horn if multiple vehicles are at each stop. Well, last night, the four-way stop below the hospital in the West End, down there where Lynn Smith lives and John Finkley and Jack Fitz, Mark Manning, all those folks.
Yes.
There's a car stopped at the four-way stop. To that person's right would have been Lynn Smith's house. So they came from the direction of the hospital. I'm coming in from 41. The car is stopped, and I'm 30 yards from the stop sign. They are at a dead stop. I'm 30 yards rolling up. I get there. I stop. And this person, not going to say who it is, I don't know. This person waves me through.
Are you sure you don't know him? Sound like you know him.
This person waves me through. I lost my mind. I threw my arms up above the steering wheel where they could see it, and I crossed them. I said, nope, I'm not going. And I said, you are. You were here first. You're going to go. I tell you what I almost did. I almost got out of my car, and I was going to pull out my pocket knife and flatten all four of my tires and then get my keys and just throw them in the woods and say, now what are we going to do? I'm not going.
So
there was no sense in that.
You had a little battle road rage?
It just, why? I mean, I know they're going to hide behind the guys. I'm being courteous. You're not courteous at four-way stops. You're causing problems.
Catch me outside. How about that?
Feel about it. I'm telling you, man, it hit me. I was so mad. It just hit me just wrong.
Next thing you're going to tell me is the person you were this mad at was 78 years old.
Well, I don't get it, man.
Please don't tell me that.
I just don't get it. you can get up and I'll wait you out. So for anybody out there, if you roll up on this Ford Fusion or four-way stop and you're clearly there first, I will wait you out.
Let's just keep this between me and you.
You are not going to wave me through.
I mean, good gracious. Jesse James, were they fixing their lipstick?
No. I had a visual on them. They were sitting there they were determined that I was going to go first. They weren't texting. They weren't doing anything. They were causing problems. That's what they were doing.
And you wasn't having it, is what you're saying.
I'm not going to have it. Not on my watch.
Yeah. I comment.
Because you get up at a busier four-way stop and pull that stunt, and you have chaos.
Oh, yeah.
Self-inflicted wounds, man.
Yeah. And that kind of stuff, it seems like it just drives you berserk.
It drives me berserk. I mean, it's just, there's no sense in it. And this wasn't even close. I mean, I'm telling you, I was 30 yards out, and she was at a dead stop.
Wow. Well, I mean, Hot Rod said that was his grandma.
I didn't, I'm sorry. Sorry, not sorry.
Troublemakers.
Okie dokie.
Just runs all over me.
I mean, I get it though, man. You know, I do. Hey,
do it, Becky. Do it.
Let's
just do it. It was a she, Willis. It was a she.
See what's on tap for the weather today. I'm going to start charging for this.
Summertime is here. Stay cool and bank from home with our safe and secure online banking service. Member FDIC. Today's date is Thursday, July 19th. Trustmark Bank time, 7:59. The current temperature, 75. The Bruton area weather, scattered thunderstorms today, high near 92. Scattered thunderstorms and warm tonight, low near 75. Thank you for calling.
Well, I mean,
there you have it.
It's kind of been that way for a while, hasn't it?
I want to remind everybody while I'm thinking about it. Tomorrow on this program, we are set to have Coach Scott Fountain from the University of Georgia call in and spend some time with us. So make sure you're in with us tomorrow and to like and share these videos. Would love to have a big crowd in for Coach Fountain, as he is good enough to take some time to spend with us before they get
going. Up. That's right. Good morning, Lynn Bass, Beverly Blackman, PGP, Sean Moy. Good morning. Dwayne King, John Commander, Lynn Clark, Ashley Denise, Manicia Murphy, Retro. What's going on, Retro? Jennifer Parker, Colin McMillan, Dusty Jerkins, Debbie Johns, Timmy Wiggins, Emily Douglas, Jefferson Martin. Good morning, Jeff. Brandon Swain, Ray Stewart, Donald Thompson. A bunch of you in there. Ron Kennedy and good morning, Ron. Reggie Marshall. Good morning, Reggie. Kate said what she wanted to bring you from PCB.
What are the choices?
Well, a lot for Panama City, I would think. I mean, kind of.
There it is. Oysters or shrimp. Yes. I don't know, 2-3 pounds of Ruby Reds and a bushel.
Yeah.
Of oysters will be fine.
Yeah.
Might as well grab some saltines while you're at it, Kate.
There's Jay Lowell.
Jay Lowell's in.
Good morning, Jay Lowell. You know, let's see here. Who else?
Do I have time to talk about Jay Lowell? I don't know if you're aware you can call in. What's our phone number? 251-212-0054.
That's correct.
Jay Lowell, if you're with us, I need you to call in. And if you do, I want to tell a story about you that I've been wanting to tell for quite some time and keep forgetting. So we'll wait and see if he calls. If he doesn't, we'll save it for another day.
Yeah.
Jay Lowell.
Look at it, Lynn. You know that dang septic tank needs to be pumped again. Golly, Lynn. You're having a rough time with that septic tank. I believe I'd call me a different septic tank company and might get something looked at. Don't they make some chemicals you can drop down in there and do some different things with?
Morning, Los. Good morning, Earl.
Did they eat all that stuff up? LaDon Smith, good morning to you. Earl Crook, good morning. Yeah, Amanda Gwynn said, happy belated hump day. That's right.
Today's our 99th show. Is that right?
99th.
Tomorrow, having Coach Fountain in for the big 100. That'll be nice.
Big 100. That septic tank. I'll tell you what, I'll never forget it. I will never forget that video that Lynn did during the Dash for Cash. That was just classic. It was classic. Listen, J-Lo don't want to call.
Okay.
He likes to sit over there and he's like Butcher. You know? He don't want it. Red X. There you go, Manasco. How much Red X have you dropped in that thing, Lynn? Maybe we need to get a septic tank expert on here to help give some advice on how to keep that septic tank going without having to be pumped all the time. That's crazy. You know? Yes, come back, Manasco. Come in tomorrow. That would be fantastic. I hear you, Lynn.
This is how it starts.
Yeah, that's how it all starts. Oh, Lord.
Is he calling?
No, he ain't calling, but he's having a good time with it.
I'll tell you what.
You got his number? We'll call him.
I do have his number.
Well, what is it?
Well, let me see. I'm not sure that I know how to pull.
Matter of fact, we'll put it on. We'll put it in the comments and put it out to the world. Let everybody call him. Since he thinks he's being funny, we'll be funny too.
Yeah,
because we're funny guys.
Where is this at?
Winning.
I guess I have him under L.
Call RE what? He just wants you to call, J-Lo.
678.
Oh. You might want to say that. I mean, unless you don't care. I don't care.
I don't care.
Okay.
678-463-1042.
Well, let's see how this goes.
It's not going to be good.
Come on. What's the word?
What's up, man?
How are you, Coach?
You got a few minutes?
I do.
Jeremy Lowell on with us, a fraternity brother of mine back from our days at Auburn, a native of Huntsville, good man.
Hunts Vegas.
And I've referenced you a couple of different times and your entrepreneurial spirit and how you always saw opportunities and were able to make a buck or whatnot. And one of the things, and you might have been the first entrepreneur that I ever came in contact with, to be honest with you, back in the early 90s there on the plains. And I remember you bought that, you had a franchise seasonal business that you had purchased. I don't know if you got it through the mail or how you became aware of it, but Jeremy bought a Sweaty Balls franchise, and they did seasonal balls. He had a great business going up on the hill dorm area. How did you come across that Sweaty Balls franchise, Lowell?
Well, it's funny you asked, DJ. It was the start of my entrepreneurial career. That was back before the web. That was back before the web. I found out about it in the back of a gun magazine.
Did you say you found out about it on the back of a gun magazine?
That's correct. I see that Wheezy's on the call, obviously.
Was it in the back of Grit maybe also?
It could have been. A lot of time's gone by since then. In fact, the first 3 years was when DJ was a freshman at Auburn. But we had a good time with it. And I did my research. I called some other Sweaty Balls franchisees, found out about what made them successful. To DJ's credit, it is a seasonal business. So you really had to, quote unquote, make hay in a short period of time. And we just pushed that Sweaty name out there. And had a lot of success.
J-Lo, I have a question. Was that ad right next to the ad of if you'll draw this turtle and send it in to the National Art Institute, we'll give you a scholarship.
You know, it's funny you say that. It was, and DJ had ripped that out and participated in that.
Well, I'll tell you what Lowell would do is he would go up to the quad dorms and he'd put his sweaty balls on display there in it.
I did. And let's be honest.
Sales would go through the roof.
Oh yeah. It was a good time, no question about it. And that was back again before Apple Pay and all that. Yeah, I was a good collections guy as well.
Was it a cash only business? Is what it sounds like.
It was some barter, but mostly cash only.
Do you still have it?
I had to sell it, DJ. For my lawyer advised me to sell it.
Was there a particular season that was more profitable than others?
Well, as you can imagine, most people like to have sweaty balls, and they think of sweaty balls around the holiday season, around Christmas. But, you know, it's all about branding. And I think where my success was to really push sweaty during the summertime. And
I saw a monkey.
And I was able to create some successes that really other franchisees emulated across the Sweaty Balls corporate ladder.
When you bought that, did that give you, was that territorial? Like, you were the only one in Auburn, obviously, but were there other franchises across the state, or did you have a region? How was that set up? I know you spent some time in Tuscaloosa.
Yes, I did. I was all over the state of Alabama, but you don't do that willy-nilly. The Sweaty Balls corporate office, you know, was not going to just give you the whole state overnight. You had to prove success.
J-Lo, explain to the list, as DJ would say, the listening audience.
Yes, sir.
Explain to the listening audience what the Sweaty Balls franchise entailed. What you did with it.
He put his sweaty balls on display.
Right.
Well, at the advice of my attorney, I'm gonna forgo that question.
Well, I think inquiring minds wanted to know. So
it's fair. You may receive a written response, but for the sake of my future brand, I don't know if I can get into that at this point.
Fair to say, though, seriously, in all seriousness, J-Law, business was good, was it not?
Business was good. Business was good, DJ. Hey,
you were a baller. You were a baller. Back before there was a baller.
That's right. I was a baller. I was part of the 3-ball brand with LeVar Ball before it was even existed.
Baller, shot caller.
I was a bit of a shot caller. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Oh man.
Man. Did I see something somewhere on Fox or CNN, wherever it was, where there was some legislation out there to try to ban sweaty balls?
Yes, that is correct. When things got politically correct in the early 2000s, there was certainly legislation, really bipartisan legislation, brought them out. We fought it and we won.
We fought it and we won. Turn it up.
Y'all should have seen DJ and I dance to this song in college. You should have seen DJ and I dance to this song in college. He had hair of gold. It was glorious.
Hair of gold. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Oh, man.
Well, J-Law, we appreciate you being good enough to come on and talk about that. Like I said, you were a visionary, to say the least, a man ahead of your time. And glad for you to be able to catch up with you for a few minutes here this morning on Drive Time.
Thanks for having me, guys. Ball on.
Jay Lowell, he's a great American. He's a patriot.
He is one of the original entrepreneurs.
First one I ever knew.
Yeah. One of the original entrepreneurs. I'm surprised there's still 70 plus people in here.
Some sick people in there. I can tell you that. There's some sick people. Why? My question is why?
Oh man, I don't know. I mean, I am really, really shocked. One of the original OG entrepreneurs in the house.
Jay Lowell. Remember the name.
Remember it. And if we told you who you work for now, you really wouldn't believe it.
Business was good.
Yeah. Shark Tank would have loved that idea. Double J says.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
You think Mark Cuban would have been on a franchise or maybe a Texas rendition of
I think Barbara would have been more on it.
You think so?
I think Barbara would have added that to her portfolio.
Yeah. Well, that was hair of gold blowing in the breeze.
Used to be. It used to be.
Morning, Matt Carter. That was good. Did you have the herringbone on while you were?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
While you were doing that?
Yep. Man, how did we get there?
At least he didn't say anything about Greece. I mean, so I mean that's always a plus if there is a plus. Anyhow, so Chef Adam was telling us yesterday, September 22nd, they got a big deal going on at the Hourglass with Duke Pendleton coming in and going to do a dueling piano type thing.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
With I don't think he told us who the other guy was. Do you remember who he said it was going to be?
I don't remember the name. I remember him saying it, but I do not remember the name.
That's going to be big. Of course, Chef Adam's going to have a meal whipped up, something that you can go and enjoy. I think we're getting closer to making an announcement on some things.
Yes, we are. Big announcement.
Yeah,
that's going to be
real big. I got confirmation from the other yesterday.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
So we just got to frame up our statement. And
yeah. So
that's going to be good. That's going to be great.
We're good.
It's going to be great.
Everybody needs to tune in tomorrow. Of course, we got Coach Scott Fountain going to be on the show to talk about a few things, but we might have an announcement tomorrow, being that it is the 100th show. We might have a groundbreaking announcement to put out that,
why not?
That might.
I'm excited about that. I'm glad that happened.
I mean, I think it's going to change the landscape.
I think that's safe to say.
Yeah. It's going to change the landscape of what
really excited about
things going on. Good morning, Charles Appold, Tip Wagner, Elsa Mulder, Celeste Frank, Sean Moy. Yeah. So
I'm with you,
Carol
Kristen.
Martin.
Probably the wrong time. We apologize. We'll try to do better tomorrow.
Yeah. We can't help it. Is that where monkey butt came from?
Stop taunting. Yeah.
Well, tomorrow. So we got we'll go ahead and make that announcement tomorrow. What you say?
Yeah.
I think that's big enough to do.
Done and done.
That'll be a big thing. Also, of course, tonight, Chitty Chitty Bang Bang starts. I don't know how many times you say that real fast.
Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. That's one of the great ones.
Yeah, it is.
Thursday, Friday, Saturday night. Again, Sunday afternoon at 2.
At 2.
Here at the junior college in the auditorium. Tickets go on sale at 6 o'clock on the evening performances. Tickets cost $12. Come out and support the fine arts.
Look at there. The Boss is playing loud, clear in PCB this Sunday morning.
I like to hear that. Thank you for sharing, Daniel.
Yeah, thank you, Daniel.
Good morning, Stephanie.
That's great. Good morning, Patty White. Ms. Gail Kurtz, good morning to you.
ECDC was on this morning at about 6:14. You shook me all night long.
Well, that's your song.
Yes.
Yeah. You like a little AC/DC.
I love them.
Yeah. I like a little AC/DC.
Booker's going on Sunday. She'll be there.
There you go. Have our tickets for Sunday. So you'll give a little teaser about what we may be talking about.
Why not?
Let's just say Murder Creek might not ever be the same.
That's fair to say. The dynamics of it have changed.
Would you say that's fair?
Yes, completely.
I think that's fair.
More information to follow.
Yeah, I think that's a fair statement to make. And we can't wait to tell what tomorrow we'll tell you, we'll have a statement ready. How about that? A press release.
Press release. Right here.
Are we the press?
I hope not.
Me either.
Fake news.
Yeah, that's exactly what we are. I've been wanting to do a little segment on this show where we pick the phone up and just call somebody out of the blue and just see how mad we can make them. You got anybody that you just really want to tick off this morning?
If I could find that lady from the four-way stop last night, I'd like to give her a buzz.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Well, I guess we could, I don't know, maybe we'll do that recording. That way if somebody starts cussing and raising Cain, we can bleep it out.
I think we're going to have an ant problem.
Nah, but we're going to have a thorough cleaning.
I've made a mess.
Yeah, well, borax, man. That's what Jessica says. Okay. Amanda Henry, good morning to you. Poor grandma, Rodney says. Tracy Steele says she can't wait to hear the news. Tracy Miller says she can't wait to hear it. Good morning, Josh Godwin.
It's been in the works for a long time.
It's been in the works for a long time.
Quite the journey to get to this point.
You think?
But we're here.
Yeah. We have as Clark Griswold once said, we have finally made it. Children,
we're gonna have a lot of fun with this.
Here we are at Wally World finally.
Park closed.
Only to find out it was closed. How about that? LaShonda and Holly Hart had a big time last night. Have a big ladies event planned for December at the Holly House. You telling me that the Holly House and Women to Women and Holly Hart and all of them are teaming up. Whew. Man, you have a great day too, Lynn. Thank you for tuning in.
See you, Lynn.
And this has been years in the making.
Years.
I mean, seriously. I mean, I don't think people understand how many years this has been in the making, but this has been years in the making. Years. So, call Mediacom. Yeah, that's a good idea. Or to call Mediacom.
Can you get people on the phone with them?
I don't know. We can try.
Call them right now if you want to. Well, I'll take a swing at them.
I mean, hey, I don't mind. Let's see.
Are you calling them?
Yeah, I'm gonna call Scott.
You got them on your phone?
Well,
I'm shocked.
Man, look, I ought to have them on speed dial.
Yeah, well, get them on the phone. Let's get some answers. I want to talk to the bridge guy too here next week. Good morning, Coach.
No, we need to call them, don't we?
Coach Snodaker in with us.
Good morning. Thank you for calling Mediacom.
Para continuar en español, oprima 7.
If you are not a Mediacom customer, please press star. Otherwise, enter the phone number associated with the account you are calling about, beginning with the area code. In order to provide you with customized information, we need some information about the account you're calling about. If you are not a Mediacom customer, please press star. Otherwise, enter the phone number associated.
I'm going to just keep eating
Briefly
zero.
tell me what you're calling about today. For example, I need to...
Customer service.
Sure,
Customer service.
Just say.
Customer service. Customer service.
Okay.
Customer
Let me get
service.
someone on the line to help you.
Did they hear that?
Your call may be monitored or recorded for quality assurance and training purposes.
So is yours.
Thank you for calling MediaCom. My name is Stacy, so I can better assist you. May I have your name, please?
Yes, Stacy. My name is Ken, and we're calling you from Drive Time, and we have MediaCom internet service, and it seems to be up and down daily. And when I say daily, I mean frequently, as in about 3 to 5 times a week. And our business depends on the internet being up. And could you tell me why the internet service is so bad in zip code 36426?
Well, I certainly apologize, because you shouldn't be having issues. Have you had a tech out or?
Oh, we've had techs out. We've had multiple techs out. We've had multiple maintenance people out. And every one of them, which work for you guys, all tell us that, look, it's just the way it is. These things, we're going to have to come out and fix it. The system's old. The stuff's, been not upgraded like it should be. And, so it's just going to go up and down. And the thing is, in today's business environment, we depend on internet, and we depend on MediaCom, and depend on them to be up at least 98% of the time, and you guys are up like 28% of the time.
Definitely shouldn't be that. May I have your address and I'll...
Well, the address would be, let's see, what is it over here?
Was it 518 across the street?
Yeah, South Boulevard, 518 South Boulevard, Bruton, Alabama.
South Boulevard. Okay. And now, is this a business account then, or?
It's business, yes. But I'm not. But here's the thing: I'm not calling to get like tech service or tech advice. I mean, that's not what I'm just calling because I'm just trying to figure out if you guys have a standing. Being in you're in customer service, correct?
Correct.
Yeah, I'm just calling to see if MediaCom has a standard, standing order for you guys to say to us or people that call in with problems. This can't be an isolated thing. And if you get on the internet and you read anything about MediaCom service, it seems to be anywhere there's MediaCom service, there seems to be a nationwide issue wherever there's MediaCom service, that they're down a lot. What is MediaCom doing to try to rectify this?
Well, yeah, you shouldn't be having issues like that because, it's definitely not the norm. I'm sorry, could I get your zip code again one more time, please?
36426.
Okay, thank you. And you said it's
I can tell you, I can tell you that I have it on both sides of the city we live in, and I can tell you that we are down more than we are up.
Okay. Because it definitely shouldn't.
This is home. This is home. This is business. This is just whatever. And that's why I'm just curious as to what MediaCom's. What is y'all's commitment to excellence as far as trying to keep and maintain internet service up and going for the business community or even the personal community that depend on the internet to do our daily business?
Yeah, if there's issues, and I apologize since it is a business account, I'm not able to bring up your account. But if they're having problems, and when it's a business account, they're out within 24 hours. And if there's something, further going, they definitely, I'm not sure what you were told before. Like I said, I'm not able to pull up your account, but I can definitely get you over to somebody on the business side that can pull up, see what's going on, what they need to do to get this resolved for you if you can hold for a moment.
Ma'am, and while you're making your notes, I would like my name added to the complaint as well. I'm with Ken here. I work with Ken. My name is George Jefferson. That is George with a G, Jefferson with a J. Thank you much.
Okay, thank you. If you can hold for a moment, I'll get you right over there.
We don't want to talk to you. You know what I'm saying? This is Fred G. Sanford. The G stands for get you some internet service that works.
And we're moving on up.
Oh, man. I mean, you know, I just don't understand all this, man. I just don't understand it. I mean, that's right, Colin. They should adhere to the Sweaty Balls customer service mission statement. That's what they should adhere to. Do you agree with that, DJ?
I do, completely.
I mean, it's ridiculous.
Please refer to me as George.
I'm sorry. Well, beans really not fried in the kitchen. Well, peas not fried on the grill.
Oh, you think she added me to the complaint?
I hope she did.
I was going to refer to you as Mr. Rogers.
I started telling my name is Fred G. Sanford. The G stands for getting ready to get a mat on. I mean, you know, I don't. Anyway, I was just wanting her to give me what their mission statement was.
Well, you heard it. We should be experiencing no problems.
Yeah. Oh, well, that's out of the norm. Well, if you pull up the internet and read, it's all over the internet about how it's not out of the norm, that it is the norm. Well, I mean, it is.
I'm just telling you what she said.
I get it. I mean, you know, I'm just saying, you know, that it's amazing to me that they sit there and they will even, they can make the comment that, oh, well, that's just out of the norm. Well, it's not out of the norm. I mean, you know, when you read it all over the internet that everybody everywhere that has this stuff has the same problems, how much out of the norm can it be? I mean, you tell me. I mean, you think George Jefferson has problems with it?
Not on the east side.
I'll guarantee you he has problems on the east side, and I guarantee you he better not have no more problems with it. Somebody's going to be getting worked out with it. Not on the east side. Lord have mercy. George Jefferson. You want to make sure that your name got added to it.
That's George with a G. Jefferson with a J.
You think she got that at all?
I was going to say, ma'am, Ewing here, JR. That'll be next time.
Do you think she even got that?
I don't know. She's reading from a script.
It doesn't matter, does it?
You could have said anything.
Yeah, I mean, I was going to say, all she was doing was reading from a book, man. I mean, that's all they ever do.
It's over?
Man, it's 8:30, man.
We got to get to work on this bread then.
We got to be rolling. So, you know.
Great time in here today. Once again, Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. Live tonight, tomorrow night, Saturday night. Once again, Sunday afternoon at the junior college in the auditorium. Let's get out and support that effort. It's going to be a great night for our community the next 4 nights. And, of course, tomorrow, Coach Scott Fountain in about 7:45, I think is when he's going to call in. Make sure you join us for that. Let's have a big crowd for him.
And
a huge game changer.
The biggest announcement
that we've had
in the Dirty 30. Well,
company-wise.
Yeah. In a while.
Company-wise, game changer.
Y'all need to check this out. Y'all need to be in tomorrow for sure. I didn't mean to interrupt you, George. Good. Get back to it. Wheezy's in there waiting, and Flo, what's her name? Florence.
Florence.
Yeah. Florence is in there ready to fry them beans.
Well, for Lionel, myself, George. Thank you for being in this morning. See y'all tomorrow. Love y'all.
You don't know me, but you make me so happy. Tried to call you before, but I lost my nerve.
You've been listening to Drive Time with DJ and KJ. Brought to you by Bossman Productions. Be sure to check us out on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and WBOSS, The Boss.